I am going to give you all the steps that you need to develop a strong main research question with supportive sub-questions that align to your research topic. My name is Rato Kanomsa of All Things Academia, where we explore and explain all things in the academic world. You have clicked on this video because it was referred to you by the previous video that I did, where we developed a research topic. If not, then you have missed a stage. But if you already have a research topic and all you want is just research questions, then you are in the right place. But if you don't have a research question, then I suggest that you click out of this video and watch the video before this one, which I will link up here somewhere and in the description down below for easy access. And when you're done with that, you can come right back here so that we can develop research questions that aligns with your research topic. We already have a research topic that we are using as an example, so we're just going to go right ahead and develop research questions from that research topic. And yes, lovelies, there is a difference between the research question and the research topic. The research topic is a statement or an announcement of your research, what it is about. But your research question asks a specific question that the research is asking and is going to answer. In research, you usually have one main question and 3 sub-questions, which are supportive questions. Sometimes this can be 4 questions, but typically it's just 3. So we're going to start with the main research question. Looking at the topic that we use as an example, which is exploring first-year students' perception of the effectiveness of online academic coaching for academic success in South African universities. We can then start formulating the research question by asking ourselves, what is the primary goal of this study, or what is the primary goal of this research? What is it exactly that we are trying to find out? What exactly are we asking so that we can be able to answer it by conducting this research? In this case, I want to understand how first-year university students perceive online academic coaching. So the key here is that this question must be direct, clear, and very focused. So taking the research topic that we are using as an example, we can just take that and turn it into a research question. And this is what we can be asking. How do first-year university students perceive the effectiveness of online academic coaching in improving academic success? This question specifically addresses the population, the focus, and the context. And this is what we normally look for in the main research question. Now that we have our main question, step 2 is to come up with sub-questions. And in this exercise, we're going to come up with 3 sub-questions. Think of sub-questions as smaller questions that collectively help you to answer the main question. Instead of targeting the main question and answering the whole big question, you can break it down into smaller questions that you can answer. And by answering those small questions, you are initially answering the main big question. Sub-questions allow you to explore specific elements of the main question. So in our case, or in the example that we are using, we need to consider specific aspects of perception or effectiveness that we need to examine in this research. So there are 3 potential angles that we are going to look at in this exercise. And the first potential angle is, what do students find helpful or unhelpful about online coaching? The second potential angle is, how does online coaching impact their motivation, confidence, or academic skills? And finally, the third potential angle could be finding out whether there are any challenges they face with online academic coaching. Now, if we look at these potential angles that we can explore, then we are able to think about sub-questions, or take these angles and turn them into sub-questions, make them sound scholarly and smart, because we are academics after all. Based on the first potential angle, the first sub-question can be, what factors do first-year students believe contribute to or hinder the effectiveness of online academic coaching? Looking at the second potential angle, sub-question number 2 can be, how do students perceive the impact of online academic coaching on their academic confidence and skills? And from the third potential angle, we can draw the third sub-question as, what challenges do first-year students experience with online academic coaching platforms? Together, these sub-questions cover different dimensions of student perceptions: helpful aspect, impact on academic skills, and challenges faced. Now that we have a working main research question and supportive sub-questions, what we can do now is check for alignment and clarity. It is important to make sure that your sub-questions are not redundant, but instead that they answer specific aspect of the main questions and to make sure that they do align with the main question. If we review the sub-questions and the main questions that we have come up with, then you can see that each question digs deeper into specific areas that collectively address the broader main question, ensuring a well-rounded exploration of the topic. So at this point, we are almost done with the research questions. But there is the last step that we need to take, which is step 4, and that is refining and finalizing the research question. Yes, lovelies, everything that we write first time in academia, we take that as a working draft. It is not final draft, but it's something that needs to be reworked and refined and improved. And that applies to our research questions as well. And this is exactly what we're going to do. At this stage, we're going to make sure that these questions are clear enough and focused enough and even well structured to be asked as research questions. And you can refine and finalize your question by following 3 steps that I'm going to give you, which are basically checklists that you put your research questions through to check that they meet the requirements. First thing that you want to do is to avoid jargon and make sure that your questions are understandable. Lovelies, I know that in academia, we've got the habit of using this academic language. So many times we throw around terms and phrases and words that we do not understand. Please do not do that. Use words that you understand. If you can't explain that phrase or that term, or you cannot define that word to a second grader, yes, someone in grade 2, then that's not part of your vocabulary. You should not be using that word at all because you yourself do not understand it. You end up promising things that you cannot deliver because you do not understand what it is that you promised in the first place. Because at the end of the day, you need to be able to answer that question. Secondly, you want to keep your research question specific. Avoid making them too broad. Do not ask several things in one sub-question because you are giving yourself work to answer all those things and you do not have the time to do that. The reason you have 3 sub-questions from the first place is because you're going to ask 3 different things, 1 per question. So make sure that your questions are focused on that one thing and they're actually asking one specific thing per question. Lastly, make sure that you can realistically answer this research question within the scope of your study. This is very, very important, lovelies. You do not want to be asking a question that's going to need 3 to 4 years to answer if your study has to be done within a year. Your questions need to be practical and answerable and doable. You need to have all the resources and the abilities that you need to be able to answer that question. So this also speaks to your methodology, as we'll talk about later on. But at this point, make sure you are able to answer this question within the scope of your study. If you have followed every step that we've discussed in this video, then you now have research questions that are well structured and that are focused. The next thing to do now is to formulate a research aim and research objectives that align with this research question. So click on the video that is appearing on your screen right now because this is the video that is going to take you step by step in formulating research aims and objectives that aligns with your research questions and your research topic. So what are you waiting for? Click on that video and I will see you there in a few seconds as I project to you love and grace in a way of 2 Corinthians 13 verse 14.